Guys, welcome back to the channel and to another video. In this video, it's going to be slightly different. I'm taking a break from the panel way and I'm taking a break from balancing and stuff like that. And I thought I will show you my magazine collection. It's a collection of classic Ford magazines, fast Ford magazines, performance Ford magazines. I mean, as you all know by now, or should know by now, I love these classic Fords. So let me introduce you to my collection and see what I got. The idea of this is actually to see what's the oldest magazine that I have in classic Ford and all the other magazines that I have. So let's go and check it out. Let's go inside. Okay, so we'll start down here. So this is the stack that I have here from the bottom all the way up. Like I said, they might not be all classic Fords. As you can see, that's quite a thick book. That's a owner's manual or a manual for the Escorts. But we'll pull this out and check what's going on there. And on this side we have that collection there and that collection there. I'm going to pull them all out and we'll see what's going on here. And as I pull them, my junk starts falling. Anyway, let's carry on. Alright, that's the first pile out. Don't know how many is here, but that's quite a hefty pile. Let's do the next pile. Yeah, they're not all classic Fords. Like there's a classic Ford, there's a fast Ford there, another fast Ford. Those all Fords. Obviously, you can see where my passion lies. Ford. Okay, so here's one of the classic cars of Africa, performance Ford. This is another car that you guys, that the overseas market never really got. It's a Ford Cortina XR6. So S6 V6 in here. This was one of those cult cars, classic cars here in South Africa. Anyway, let's carry on. Retro Ford, but yeah, you can see the theme, all Fords, classic Ford underneath. Anyway, let's unpack some more. Okay, I can't put any more on top because that's quite high already. You can see if I put a book against it, and the book is 300, you can see there, 300 millimeters. You can see how high the stack is. Anyway, so this might not be a, there's also classic Ford. This is the greatest Escorts in this book. Let's unpack some more. Alright, that's all packed out, guys. You can see there's quite a stack, quite a pile. So now, got this to the office where we'll sort this out. Okay, so that's the first load of mini loads. Let me just get them all quickly. Yeah, this was that thick one that I pointed out. That's a Haynes magazine for the Mark 1 Escort. Suppose Mark 2 as well, they're basically the same. Anyway, let's keep on carrying. That's my last one. check this out. Okay guys, so that's all the books carried now from inside outside into my office slash workshop. Let me just show you a little bit around my workshop area. Starting over here. Obviously no secret, but car allowed. I dabbled a little bit on dirt oval racing, that was an escort there. So this was a 4-wheel drive Cosworth Mach 5 escort replica. I covered this was a dear friend of mine that was posing with me on this picture. I covered his face out of respect for his family and friends and stuff like that, because he unfortunately is not with us anymore. But yeah, I regret selling this one. So this was the only time that I went off Fords in a row. This was a Datsun Stanza. Never was really successful with this one. Okay, so that was that storyline. Let's get into the books. Start checking them out. Okay, I think I need to pack this computer where it's taking up space, because I'll be needing all the space that I can get. If I must be honest, I actually don't know where to start, but I think I'll start with years. Okay, I think I'm going to put the performance Fords and the non-classic Ford books on a pile first. Let's start with that one. Performance Ford. This is a performance Ford of, what year is this? Where is this? This is in volume 7, number 8. Where is the year of this thing? Can't seem to find the year. Oh, there we go. It was on the sticker, December 1993. Performance Ford. Okay, let's stick them aside. I'm going to put all the, here's a practical performance car. Wherever I would see an escort in a magazine, I would buy it. Whether it be South African magazines or whatever, I'll buy it. It's kind of inspirational, so I'll just put this one side too. And then I'll put all the classic Fords and stuff all in one pile. Okay, so I kind of separated them. I actually never realized that I had so many performance Ford books. It's quite a pile there. As well as fast Fords. Never actually realized that. I actually thought it was majority classic Fords, which they are. They're all out here. I actually got some retro Fords as well. Then I got this Greatest Fords limited collector's item edition here. Got what is this? This is a Graham Good catalog and stuff, and I got some Burton catalogs. 2013 was the last one, and then there was 2010 and 08, and of course that. And then I got like all the miscellaneous South African ones, Speed and Sound South African books, but I bought them obviously because the escorts in them. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do next, I think I'm going to do the least first, which is fast forwards. I'm going to put them in years and just see what's the oldest one I have of them. I'm going to see what's the oldest one of them. That will be the second one, oldest, and then of course the classic Ford. Let's see what's my oldest magazine, and of course how many I have. Alright, let's crack on. Alright, so I started with the smallest pile, which is the retro Fords. I have 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're not many, and they range from August 2008, July 2008, August 2007, September 2007, 2007 December, up to 2006. So they're a fair age. So obviously I didn't get many of them, because like I said, it all depended on how we get them in this country. Okay, so basically how it worked in South Africa, the agent, whoever would import these books and then give it to the distributors, the people that sell like magazines and stationery, you know, the stationery shops. But we would only receive a magazine 2 months after it was published in the UK. I mean, as these are UK based magazines, as you know. So yeah, we'd always get it like later, and I can remember going the first weekend in a month to the shops hoping to catch them before they all get sold out, because a very limited amount was brought into South Africa, and that's how I missed out on some of the issues and stuff like that, because I was just too late. They got sold out. Sometimes we didn't receive issues, but anyway, let's carry on. Okay, that's them done. Fast forward next. Okay, so these are the fast forward sorted out. I have 19 of them, and I started collecting them in 2001. These are all 2001s here. August, October, these are all 2001s. And this goes on to 02, 03, and this one is 07. So 04, 05, 06 I couldn't manage to collect any of them. And then this one year was 2010. This one here is 2011 and 2012 and 2013. 2013 is obviously when I stopped, but it's interesting to see how the cover changed and how the pages became glossy and all kinds of stuff like that, you know. So you can see how the first fonts in 2001 of the Fast Forward magazine was, and how they changed over the years. Fonts became like that, then it started like that, and it seems like they kept basically that font throughout the years. Okay, that's the Fast Forwards done. Okay, I stuck the next pile on. These are now the performance Fords. Okay, let's check them out. Alright, that's all the performance Fords out here. There are 31 of them, and they range from 2003, 2004, and this one went to sorry, this was not 2003. This is 1993, this 2-year, 1993. So they're in the 90s, this lot, 1993. This one year is 1994. And then it jumps to 2003. And then this one here is 2004. This one is 2005, 2006. And then after 2006, it goes to 2009 with this lovely Cosy Sierra. Then it goes to 2010 with this Fiesta. And then the next one here is 2011. The Sierra Cosworth, beautiful car. After 2011, goes to 2012 when the focuses and stuff started hitting the road. And after 2012, 2013. So I basically stopped in 2013 with performance Fords as well as I did with the fast Fords. And once again, you can see in the 90s how the fonts were, how the performance Fords was changed like that. Then it went to that, and I think that's more or less they kind of stuck with that design. I don't know what it's like today, because like I said, that's when I stopped last, and we stopped getting these magazines in for a few years now. Pre-COVID and now post-COVID, we just don't get them anymore. Anyway, that's performance Ford done. And there you can actually see them when I took them off the desk. The pile of classic Fords compared to the fast Ford, performance Ford, retro Ford, classic Ford, way much. Okay, I'm going to start separating them. This is going to be a mission. I'm not going to put it on time lapse or anything. I'll just show you when I I'll show you progress as I go along. Okay, let's go. Okay, so this is all the classic Fords backed out on the table. I have 117 of them, and it starts in 1997. This is 1998, 1999, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2006, 2005 I never got any books, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, and then it goes on here. This is 12, this is 13. I only got one book in 2013, so I didn't get any books there neither. This is 2017, so from 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, I never got any books. 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. I was actually quite lucky during this period because that was the dark years, the COVID years, so I was actually lucky there. But after 2021 we stopped getting these books completely, so unfortunately my collection ended there. Such a pity. I'd like to actually have carried on. I think I'll probably have to do it digitally. I don't know, maybe if there's somebody in the UK that's maybe watching my videos, maybe you can advise me regarding that. So yeah, as you can see, the fonts through the 90s to the 2000s, and then it changed to this, the way we kind of know it. These books I bought these books as a inspiration, as I said in the past, because they give some good information inside here. But what I have noticed is when it came to the 2000s, like 2021 and 2000, if you take this book and you compare it to all the other books in size, you can actually see how much smaller the books became. So it's actually smaller than the A4. I don't know what you call that, but I noticed that just now. I didn't notice it before. You can actually see on this one as well. You can see where it ends. It's a good inch or whatever short. Same on this one. Let's go to my very first one here. There you can actually see there as well. So anyway, yeah, I think everybody started minimizing on things, including them. So that's my collection, guys. My very first one, this Escort, I'll never forget this Escort. My very first book was an inspirational note. What these people all done to this car, mind-blowing. Instead of lowering the car, they actually lowered the arch. They actually put an extra piece of steel in the arch to make it look as if the car's sitting lower, but then the car was dropped, but I mean, with that piece of steel in the rear arch, it made it look even lower than what it actually was. You know, these are things that inspired me tremendously. Anyway, so that's it, my classic Ford collection. Okay, so on that note, guys, I'm ending this video right here. I hope you enjoyed seeing my collection and a little bit of history of myself. I know this is off the norm that I normally do, but I hope the subscribers that subscribed for the balancing aspect of my channel, or the people that subscribe maybe to the classic Ford section, I think they will appreciate this as well. But I'm hoping that the guys that subscribe with the balancing section, forgive me for this one, but I thought I'll just stuck this in here or so, and I hope you enjoyed it. And for all the new people that joined the channel, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you'd like to give a comment regarding my collection, please feel free to do that. I'd love to communicate with you guys. Also hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers for now.